generally the course is split into two parts. So the first part is the creative side, where we design content for live performance. Could be music, could be theatre, could be dance. And then the other side is the technical bit, where we engineer solutions to display video in these various scenarios.
There's not one particular background you have to come from to do video design. I know lots of people that have come from like a camera work background or from a film background. There's a sort of an aspect or an element that can appeal to everybody. Some people like more operating cameras, some people like more designing content.
A typical day in the life of VDLP usually involves working on the content or idea planning for the projects that we're doing at this moment in time, which is usually pretty interesting as we've got a lot of big projects coming up, such as Tower Bridge, which we're working on at the moment. But also it can involve just general classes, tech workshops, and people come in, speak to you and teach you about the trades they're working in at the moment, which can be really interesting.
Last year we did a large-scale projection mapping onto the stables at Waterston Manor, which is in Aylesbury. We were given a brief and then we had to pitch to the management team. So that whole process of like realizing a design started from, you know, just some of the ideas that we had, and seeing it actually being projected onto Waterston Manor was really incredible.
Studying here is different to just doing like a technical theatre course in some other unis. We're actually doing real life projects. So we're doing the museum in London, which is now in exhibition for a few months. Tower Bridge, they're all projects that are done outside the house, they're not in-house projects. So you'll be working on site, you'll see how things are working, even just power or just working with different clients. Whereas if you're working with an in-house structure, then it will always remain the same. If you work with different clients, you realise that people work in different ways. So seeing those different changes is good, it prepares you for real life.
One of the unique and most treasured aspects of the course is the industry experience that our students get. So they build a foundation of learning in the first year, starting on working on some of the Guildhall Live Events projects, and then in years 2 and 3, both the autumn and spring terms are spent working with Guildhall Live Events, working with professional clients, working with our teams of support technicians and producers and creative directors who give the students the opportunity to build up a whole variety of contacts that they can then use to build careers in the industry when they graduate.
It was in London, so close to contacts, close to sort of where work would be. I feel like it's given me the skills that I need to sort of know, the language that I need to know, and basically just sort of like the general knowledge so I can get into like a job. And people who have graduated so far are all in full-time jobs pretty much already, and it's only been a couple of months since they've graduated.
I've been working as a visual artist since leaving in July, and in September I did a show for the Philharmonia Orchestra, Gerard McBurney, Espeka Salomon at Queen Elizabeth Hall.
I've taken a full-time job working for QED Productions. I am an audio-visual technician and I basically set up projection mapping events.
I've got a few internships lined up in London, Paris and Europe, and also in Asia.
As soon as I left Guildhall, I started freelancing as a VJ. I worked in some clubs in London and I did a Reading and Leeds for a weekend. And completely by chance, I met someone in a club in this festival in London who had been working in Guildhall with us as a freelancer, and he suggested that I go and apply for a job at a company called Pixel Artworks.
I'd say if you enjoy doing stuff like motion graphics or design or filming, but you don't want to be stuck behind a computer desk in the studio all the time, then I think you should consider coming to VDLP, because that's a really good balance between editing and making videos and then going out into on-site and setting up projectors, and you get kind of like the best of both worlds.
Everyone's sort of just there to talk, to help you out, let you have the creativity that you want, or if you want to do like a technical role, they'll give you like the information you need for the technical, and you've got great contacts, great people, great environment. Everyone's just like a little family really.